Welcome to Life in DNA with Amanda Renee. Hi. Don't forget to please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of what I have to put out. And let's get started. I'm sorry I wasn't on last week. I tried a couple of times to record, and I had a little cold, and every time I would start to talk, I would have a coughing fit that even cough drops wouldn't make go away. So I just didn't put out a podcast last week. But now I'm better, and so I thought I'd do one. Got to get my hair cut today, and she curled it. That's why it's curled. I wouldn't have put that much effort in today, but she fixed it real nice. So Darian, she cut me and both of our kids' hair today. And so that was fun because I haven't had my hair cut in a while. And she cut quite a bit off too. My hair was pretty long. Today I'm recording on Wednesday, so I'm recording on Valentine's Day. I thought I'd show you what my awesome husband gave me. For those of you watching the video. If you're on the podcast, sorry you can't see it. Because it's awesome. Got my heart box of Russell Stover chocolates. Then he got me this adorable mug. Isn't that so cute? I am, well, as you know, very into genealogy and heritage, and I identify most with my Scottish roots. And so I love everything Scotland. I love Highland cows. And then he got me this. Isn't he so cute? Oh my goodness. Like, I'm in love with it. It's so cute. I named him Hamish. A nice Scottish name from a little Scottish coo. So if you're listening on the podcast, he got me a little stuffed Highland cow. It's got fuzzy fur and little velvety horns and a tail. He's adorable. I love him. But I wanted to just show you that because I was excited that I got that. Normally it's a card and chocolates, but I got some extra stuff this year. So I was excited. Was going to finally tell you about the Trim Healthy Mama recipes that I tried. I still have one more to make out of the 3 that I bought all the ingredients for. I have not made the 3rd one yet, but, and it was out of this book, the Trim Healthy Mama cookbook, and I made 2 recipes. Let's see, one was on page 63, and it was the Slim Sloppy Joes. So I won't show you the whole recipe and give away their secrets, but that was what I made. I halved the recipe because they have really big families, so they made the recipe for about 6 to 8 people. There's only 4 people in my family, and we still have enough left over for somebody to have it for lunch the next day. It was really good. The first time when I was trying to I messed up and put too much mustard in it because my husband does not like mustard, and you could taste the mustard. So they liked that so much that my husband actually asked for it again last week. So I made it and I put less mustard in it that time. He could still taste it, so I might have to just barely put any in. Of course, we didn't use on-plan bread, so like for me, when I actually jump into the plan, I am going to have to eat it either with an on-plan bread or without bread at all. I also made some tater tots to go with it, which wouldn't be on plan for me. Now, I could do some other kind of vegetable. Let's see. It's an S meal. Unless you use ultra lean meat or rinse the meat off with hot water to get the fat off, and then I could have like sweet potato fries, probably homemade ones, to avoid any non-plain ingredients. I could probably have sweet potato fries and keep it an E meal, which is higher in the good healthy carbs and lower in fat, which is why you have to rinse the meat off. Um, so if I was going to do it completely on plan, that's the changes I would make to how I made it. But right now, I'm just trying to find recipes that I'll be able to make for my entire family and implement when I get started. So, so far I found two because both of these were really good. The second one is on page 54, and it is cilantro lime burst chicken thighs. I made it with chicken breast, just because I like white meat. So I won't show you the recipe, but that is what it looks like. And it was delicious. I love cilantro and I love lime both. So, and it has, all the different colored bell peppers in it. And I am not normally a bell pepper person, but I really liked the bell pepper in this. It was really good. So I changed it a little by using, it's a crock pot meal, and I used the chicken breast, and then when it was done, I pulled it out and shredded it, and then served it over rice. My husband doesn't particularly care for rice. He'll eat it, but he doesn't like it. So the next time I make this, first of all, I'm buying 2 packages of chicken because everybody loved it, and there was just enough for everybody to have, but there didn't really get seconds, and everybody wanted seconds, thankfully. So I would probably put it on brown rice for me because brown rice would be on plan, and and then I'd probably make some kind of potato for my husband, and maybe not shred the chicken quite as fine and leave it where it's kind of either chunks, or just leave it in chicken breasts and give everyone a chicken breast. But it was really, really good. I still have the Faker Tot casserole. That's on 147. There's not a picture of this one. But it's supposed to be like a tater tot casserole, but you make it with cauliflower florets instead of tater tots. And everybody in my family likes cauliflower, so I thought about making that one. Let's see. So yeah, I'm excited about those recipes. And looking through the book, there were a lot that looked really good. So I'm going to try a few more coming up. I'm trying to get through, right when I was going to try to jump on board with all of this, it immediately became our birthday season in our house. 2 weeks after Christmas, my husband has a birthday. And then a month after that starts me and the kids. And within a 2-week span, we have a ton of birthdays. And so I figured I won't make myself stress out on what I'm going to eat just yet. But like I said, I'll make a few recipes here and there and figure out what'll work so that when I do jump in, hopefully there'll be like some leftovers that I can do for lunches, because lunches are always my hardest. Breakfasts are hard for me just because I don't feel like cooking in the morning. So, but I think if I made a bunch of the on-plan muffins, that would get me through until I start having more energy and doing better. I think that would help. The other thing I wanted to talk about. Okay, so I was making my spreadsheet. You know, I love a good spreadsheet. I was making my spreadsheet on all the different testing that I'm going to have run to figure out my root cause. I've been reading uh, Isabella Wentz's book, Hashimoto's Root Cause, and also Dr. Heather Stone's Thyroid Transformation Blueprint. And I'm over halfway done with this book. But I've also done 2 of her thyroid master classes. I always take notes and I always learn a little more every time. So I was going to show y'all some of my notes or tell you about them. So yeah, I made my spreadsheet. I have been saving my money from, I teach preschool on Sundays, so I get a little paycheck here and there. And so I've been saving that since December and putting some money away. And I'm getting close to my goal. And when I was looking at the tests that Isabella Wentz recommends, she has her website will give you a link to a bunch of different labs where you can get some of the tests run that she recommends. And I was going to do the GI map one, and it was, by the time I got it, I put it in the cart just to see what my total would actually be, and it was going to be about $414 just for that one test. Now, that one test tells you a lot of information. And so that's the one I was going to do, but the more I've thought about it and prayed about it and talked to my husband about it, and the more I've been reading, I think I am going to keep saving up and wait for Dr. Heather Stone's next masterclass, because I think she is based in Colorado, but when she has a masterclass, she typically will have them when she's got some positions, some spots open for new clients or new patients. And she offers her testing. And her testing, if you look in her book, I mean, it is crazy thorough. I think she says it's like 119 markers that she tests. So I'll show you in her book. There is a huge list. Let's see. That she runs testing for. This is just one page. It goes on to the second page of all the things that she tests. From, I think you do blood work. What else does she do? I think you have to give a stool sample. You do urinalysis and salivary testing, because she is very thorough and she's healed herself from Hashimoto's. She had it, and I'm on her Facebook page. If you sign up for the masterclass, you can get it. Let me see, what is it called? It is Happy, Healthy, and Lean Women. And I think you have to be added into the group. But when she has a new masterclass, I'm going to try and get in on the testing. Now, it's always been a little too high for just cash I have on hand to spend, being a stay-at-home mom and having kids and raising kids. I don't just have that kind of money just sitting aside for me to go run tests, but I am almost there. I will have almost all of it probably by the end of the month, and I'm going to set it aside just for this testing when I get to sign up for this masterclass. And I am hoping she has some criteria that you have to meet in order to become a patient, because you have to really be ready to make real changes. And I've always been not great at that because one, when you have Hashimoto's, you do not have energy. Like you just don't. There's no extra energy for me. I have enough to get through the day, force myself through my day. And I've kind of learned how to work around it. But so extra energy for being in the kitchen and cooking all day, I don't have that. But I am tired of being that way. I'm tired of going to doctor after doctor after doctor and them just pushing me along and not getting anywhere. I'm really tired of that. Um, yeah, I'm over that. I'm over spending money on medications that I don't really need and not being on the stuff that I do need. So I'm ready to buckle down once we get these birthdays over. I am going to. I learned from her master class the things I need to cut out of what I'm eating, and once we can get past birthdays, I want to buckle down and actually do that. Figure out what I can eat, make myself a meal plan based off of that. The Trim Healthy Mama lifestyle and plan actually would go pretty good hand in hand with this because let's see, Dr. Heather recommends cutting out gluten, which you can be gluten-free on Trim Healthy Mama very easily. She recommends cutting out dairy. Now, a lot of Trim Healthy Mama recipes, they'll show you dairy-free versions, but I like a lot of the recipes that have dairy, so dairy might be one of the last things I cut out. But she recommends cutting soy, unless it's hidden in packaged things I don't typically get. Corn and fructose. So corn will be a hard one because I like popcorn and I like corn chips. But once birthdays are done, I'm ready to cut all that out. Dairy I'll probably hold off on until I see, if nothing's budging and I need to go ahead and cut that out. But I'd rather start small and succeed with that than, not make it because I tried to do the whole thing at once. So yeah, I want to do what she recommended, what Dr. Heather recommended, as far as things you can do while you're waiting to test. And then I want to get in on her testing because I believe if you get in as her patient through the master class, I think you get to do the testing and you get to do like a virtual appointment. One of the other requirements is that your spouse or significant other is there at the appointment with you and that you have their support. I think she might even kind of interview you together to see if you're going to be a good fit for her program because she said you have to have support in this. And for me, it's probably going to be accountability, like an accountability partner, which my husband would be pretty good at. So, and I wore my Born to Heal t-shirt in honor of my decision because I could spend more money than what Dr. Heather, she always has a deal through her lab that she uses because you don't go through insurance. You have to just pay it up front. So it sounds like a lot going forward. I mean, it sounds like a lot all at once. But when I've actually done my research and looking at the pricing of the different tests individually through Isabella Wentz's website, and then also hearing from my former doctor that she priced the GI map test was actually going to be a little more going through her than it was through the other website. So I would be spending probably around $1,000 for testing if I did each test individually on my own. Um, and then I also run the risk of the doctor that I have not knowing what to do with that information. As I haven't, like I said, my other doctor left the place that I go to, and I have not met the new doctor yet, so I don't know if she's going to be as willing to do the testing like my other doctor was. I really hate that I lost her. I'm praying this other one will be a good fit, but I don't know that. So if I go through Dr. Heather, she has, this is what she does. And so she will have a protocol for me to follow. And I've been trying to read some of the other ladies that have gone through her thing and their success stories, and so I'm really excited to get started on that. So I am watching that website and waiting for when they have the next master class, because like I said, by the end of the month I should have the money saved up to get to do that, and I am excited about that. The other exciting thing is I'm trying to get my hormones tested, and my gynecologist, she's going to run my hormones coming up in a few weeks, but I don't think she's going to run the extensive hormone tests like all of my research is showing that I would need. I think she's just going to do the basic blood test, and I don't really think that's going to give me a good, I don't know. I don't think that's, sorry, time to take my medication. I don't think that's going to give me a really accurate answer as to, because everything I've been researching between Dr. Heather, the Trim Healthy Mama ladies, the people they've had on their podcast recently, talking about hormones, I don't think the tests that my doctor is going to run are going to be helpful enough. But I think, and I will let you know next week if I really have found the answer to this, there is a new, which is new to me anyway, a new doctor in the town next to us, which is really small. So I was really surprised that there was someone like this in our town. And it's one of the, I don't even remember what they call it. Sorry. But they don't use insurance. You pay a monthly fee, and then she will, I think, run the tests that I might want to have run. And that is what I want to ask her. My husband's actually going to her next week, so I am going to try to get my own consultation, because a lot of things they do are hormones and weight loss. And so, because I've also been watching, the Trim Healthy Mama had someone on, Jay Campbell, I believe, and he is does a lot of hormone and peptide work, like he works with that stuff. So I've been listening to them, and I want to go back and re-listen so that I can write down the names of the ones that they said were the safer ones. I think some of the ones that are more mainstream aren't as safe as some of the others. They also said the way you take them makes a difference, and the dose that you take makes a big difference. And so I want to write all that information down and go and ask this new doctor, and to see if maybe she could help me, because it looks like it would be kind of a cheaper way to go if she does do what I think she does, than some of the other ways that I've gone in the past. My doctor that I lost, that was so good, helped me get on a peptide, but it was so expensive. I only did it 1 month. And I was kind of a wuss and only did it orally. And now listening to those podcasts, they were saying you just don't get the benefit from oral that you do, that you get the injection. And if this doctor does do the peptides, I could actually go there for the injections and they would give it to me every week. So that would be nice because I'm not going to be able to inject myself. I'm just a really big wuss. So I will let you know how that goes next week because I am excited to go and talk to her. And I'm excited too because I'm hoping that we will have found a local doctor for my husband to go to instead of traveling 2.5 hours every 3 months and having to deal with the hassle of having his medication mailed in. That's annoying. So that was all I had this week. I will give you an update on that next week. Yeah, we have a birthday party to throw this weekend, so I probably won't be able to do much genealogy research, so there probably won't be any genealogy, but I will give you an update on that, and if I try any more recipes, I will give you an update on that. Otherwise, I will find something to talk about, and I will talk to you next time. So don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel and see what I have to talk about next week. Bye!